P. Diddy used to say. Ready?
The
Now you
boys
rocking?
are back. Hold on, we gotta do our countdown, bro. We gotta do our countdown. Boys are back in town. We got a double feed podcast here. We're on Facebook. We're on YouTube. But remember, we're not gonna be on Facebook after this one. So
This the last live on Facebook, guys.
it is. So check it out. We got a good episode coming to you, but we gotta give you the countdown right now. Here we go. Here we go. What is going on? What is up? Welcome back to another episode of Hold Up, the and Power of Fitness podcast. My guy Paulie, what is going on, my dude?
Yo, brother, what is going on? It's been so long. It's not like we don't talk around this time, but dog, we are back on the big screen. This is the big screen.
I gotta ask you this. Like the last one, it's been like 2.5, maybe 3 months of me being a little bit. It's like, oh no, I'm good. I can't do a podcast. Sixes are on. And what happened? Now
They fucking lost.
We're back on. How many people have asked you where we were in the time?
A lot of people.
And we appreciate y'all. So thank you guys for calling us out, saying, yo, where y'all been? Why y'all haven't been doing podcasts? So thank y'all. We are back.
We are back, baby. The Stoop Life is back, live in intent. Like, this is great. I've been itching, man. I've been itching.
Look at this shirt. Hold up. We got the Stoop Life shirt. Remember, we told y'all we was coming with it. So we got Stoop Life shirts. We got them in black and we got them in blue. If you guys want a shirt, reach out to us. They're $15 a shirt. 2 for $25. If you guys come on the podcast, there's a lot of people that like to ask people for discounts. I'm not giving any names out.
No, ain't no discount.
But if you want a discount on our gear, you gotta do 2 things. Number 1, you gotta come on the podcast. You gotta either tell us your story or just talk about motivational stuff or talk about any sports related stuff, and you get discount. Otherwise, mom, brother, y'all ain't getting no damn discounts. We try to make it.
You gotta earn the t-shirts.
Yeah, you gotta get into it to help us.
Gotta earn the t-shirts. You know, like just like you gotta earn the C in any other sport, you gotta earn the t-shirt.
We got decals too, Paulie. So we got the shirts, we got the decals. Y'all want them, you want to support, let us know.
Hit us up.
I want to make something very, very clear to everybody, and me and Paulie are both on this. If you show us support, we're not one of them people that are just going to say thank you. We're going to show you support as well. So whatever y'all got going on, if you guys have a podcast, if you have a sports group, a fitness group, whatever type of group, if you have anything going on that you're trying to do, make sure you share that with us. Share that with the Stoop. Make sure you share that in Team BKO.
Hell yeah.
Support the fuck out of you as well. Because we made this brand a community. So we're a community. We support each other. And we fully follow that no matter what. If we don't like you, then we make it pretty clear. There's not a lot of people I don't like. So
we'll let you know if we don't fuck with you. Trust me. We're not.
I tell people how it is because I want people to tell me how it is. So that's how we are. Give respect, get respect. Show support, get support. There's no one-way street here. We're a 2-way street here. So thank you guys for the support. But again, if you have something, let us know, and we will show you support as well. Now, Paul, I want to remind everybody as well. Right now, we're on Facebook. We're on the Stoop Life Facebook group.
One time, one last.
Make sure you follow.
This is the last ride. We
got the Stoop Life right here, and then we got BKO. So we got sports, and then we got fitness. We got 2 groups for them. Team BKO and the Stoop Life. If you're on Facebook, make sure you follow them all. We got a great community going because we got great people in it. But this is the last one. All the other episodes we're doing are going to be on YouTube. We'll drop the YouTube link in this video on our page.
Absolutely.
Also on YouTube. All the podcasts are recorded by audio on
Yeah.
Spotify, whatever podcast app you listen to is on. So check us for D Scoop Life, BKO, Power of Fitness. We got a lot of stuff coming. And like I said, no more being bitches. We got a lot of content coming with you. Now, Paul, what did I tell you? I wanted to switch some things up, right? Like,
Yeah.
so what are we doing tonight? Like, what's tonight's episode going to be about?
This one's near and dear. This is a long time coming.
Too a little long, a little
overdue. A little overdue.
I had to get back to my old self so we could even talk about it.
It's perfect. It's perfect timing. I mean, listen, this is the story of Mr. BKO himself, the rise of BKO.
The thing is,
I hope you guys are ready because it ain't like my story. Ain't like my story, you know.
You know, like thing is, guys, like communities and people are all, you know, people have stories, people have things of why they did certain things, where they were, and where they're going. Now, I want to remind everybody that this is going to be called the rise of Mr. BKO because my nickname is Mr. BKO. I made the Mr. part, but the BKO is my nickname, so I'm Mr. BKO. But the rise, it's a continued journey. There's a lot of you out there that when you go through your life, when you go through your fitness journey, your business journey, your family, your life, you forget that you're still going. Like if you have something to complain about, something to bitch about, you have something that you can fix and make better.
Exactly.
You're still going. So if anybody ever tells you success in life or anything is linear, they have never succeeded in anything they've done. Yeah. Because I fail every fucking day. But we keep going. And that's what it's about. It's a rise and a fall. Because if you don't have a fall, then you're never gonna have a rise.
Never have a rise.
It's like Rocky, bro. You get knocked down 7 times, you gotta get up 8. And that's how life is. That's how my life has been. That's how your life has been. And it, you know, like I honestly like it that way. I'm not gonna lie to you, Paul. Yeah. If my life was linear, everything was going good, I really don't feel like I'll put effort into a lot of things that I do. Yeah. Like I see people out there that they succeed from their parents giving them money, or that even if they hit the lottery or something, and then like they don't understand things in life. You know, like
I'm trigger somebody.
Think about it. If you hit the, I'm not talking about people that their parents give them things. There's a lot of people out there, like rich people that you see on social media, stuff like that as well. They got no morals. They got no character. They don't know how to act. They don't know how to do certain things. It won't be like that. Like I understand those things. You understand those things because we've been through a lot of shit, you know. And so a lot of people complain about their lives when in reality, some people they got way worse. They got it way worse, you know. And you gotta look at it that way. Like, what can I do to be better? Not why me. So I mean, that's just my beginning thoughts. So Paul, I'm gonna let you take the stage. I'm your interview today. So I'm your interview.
I'm just the interviewer. I'm the interviewer, brother. Really, the stage is yours. I'm just here. I'm your hype man. I'm Flavor Flav right now.
Where's the change
of this game? I'm Flavor Flav. Yeah, boy. I'm just here to hype you up a little bit. Support my brother. Now, let's get right to this though, Bobby. I know where you're from. I'm pretty sure people think you're from like Muscle Beach or some shit, or fucking or Fresno or something. But tell these people where you're from.
Yo, I mean,
where from?
Yeah, I swear, like just because I'm jacked, sexy, and tan, it don't mean nothing. Boy, you tell them. Yo, right, boy. Like when I listen to Andy Frisella and he talks about it, he goes, I'm 280 pounds of twisted steel and sex appeal. And I'm like,
I love that line. I love that fucking line, bro.
Yo, every time he says it, I'm like, damn right. And like, if you cocky about it, like you got to work for it. Like, you know, but nah, Paul, I'm from right here in town, Norristown, PA. Grew up in East Narn to be exact. Most of you are from this town. You know where Woody's golf course was. I grew up right across the street from there, and I live 15 minutes down not even like 5 minutes down the street from there now. So yeah, I left for a little bit, but I'm still in Norristown, PA. I still got my friends here in Norristown, PA, in the area, Plymouth, all that area. Most of you know Philadelphia, King of Prussia, so we're just going to go Philadelphia. We are from Philadelphia. That's where I'm from.
Yeah, everywhere we go, it's if I say Norristown, they look at us like, where? Philadelphia. Like, let's go with it. Whatever.
It's funny, like even when I like lived in Florida, I would always have people they would laugh like, "Where are you from?" I'm from
Yeah.
Philadelphia. Like, where in Philadelphia? And they'd be like, "Oh, Newtown." I'm like, "I know Newtown. It's not Philadelphia, but I know where you're talking." It's like, "Really?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm from King of Prussia area, Norristown." They're like, "Oh wow, like you do know?" I'm like, "Yeah, I get it. I know the slang. Like Philadelphia gets a lot of bad rep, but like, hey, comes with
The
a
eye
lot of good
crooked.
too. You know,
Worst fan in the
people
world,
always
right?
say, like, oh man, like, why would you go back there? And it's like, I don't know, like, I lived in
Oh,
Florida. I lived in Clearwater Beach for what 4 or 5 years, and I loved it down there. It was beautiful. I met a lot of great people down there. Now I still keep in contact with a lot of them, but I came home because like it's different. Like the people up here are different, man. Like even if you only have 4 or 5 people that you connect with that you know, like they're just more genuine than 100 of them down
yes.
there. And I'm not knocking my friends down there because my friends that I have, they're like up home people, and most of them are from up north. That's the thing. I don't know, it's just that you get different vibes of people up here. So I mean, we get bad reps in Philly because of the sports fans, but
Yeah.
a lot of really good people up here. And if you follow us in
Absolutely.
Stu or BKO, you see that there's a lot of good people up here.
See, another thing is like people don't realize when you're in Clearwater, it's a melting pot. It's
Yes,
not like when you go to Philly or you're in this area, it's passion of sports, this and that. Like we're passionate. It's a melting pot down there of retirees. So
exactly. And,
like
like
that's what a
people
lot of
don't
people have to
understand.
understand.
Like people want to bash. Oh, like you watch sports all the time, this or that. Like a lot of people grew up like sports was like how they bonded with their family members.
Yes.
Like that's part of how I grew up. Like I remember sitting here with my dad watching games, taking stats. Like he was doing Stratomatic baseball. Like, and I wanted to relate that to MLB. I didn't even like watching MLB, but I'd watch it because he liked watching it or boxing. I grew into boxing. A lot of people, especially in the Philadelphia area,
Absolutely.
we're huge on sports. So when you go to other cities,
Yeah.
like especially like Tampa, Clearwater, yeah, Tampa Bay Rays are pretty good. It's a fake fan base. They're not
Yeah.
always like they don't understand it. It's like it's a culture. And that
Yeah. It's
culture is
culture.
just about sports. It's about everything. It's about like your lifestyle. And that's how it is down there, bro. It's like up here, like when people commit to things, they commit to them. Like even
Yeah.
if
Absolutely.
they're assholes about certain things,
Yeah.
most people commit to
Get to
something.
that shit.
Down there, they half-ass literally everything they do. Hell, you go to the grocery store, it's going to take you 2 hours to check out because they're doing shit so slow. It's like, why you gotta ask me how I'm buying stuff all the time? Just like give me my shit, like that type of culture. Like I like that here.
Yeah.
Like down south, it was so slow, and you know me, like I'm like, yo, let's go.
Yeah.
Like
He
I'm
don't,
a,
he don't sit down, y'all. He don't sit down.
yo,
Eric's gonna sit down.
I don't know, man. It's just part of who I am. Like you got to keep going. You got to keep going
I
there.
go. If you don't burn calories, just listen. If you don't burn calories sitting next to Bobby, there's something wrong with you. Like I sit next to him, and I'm like, I'm gonna pump in now. Like
You got to
it's
pump.
how it is.
We went to birthday dinner for Craig. I know you got to pump in sitting next to me
Yeah.
because everybody else is getting a drink, and you're like, yo, this motherfucker's really not gonna eat the damn bread. I'm like, nah, I'm good. You got
That's
pump right
discipline. That's discipline. But that leads me into this since we're talking about discipline. Explain your upbringing to these lovely people. How was
there.
town? Like, how was town to you?
I mean, I was uprose by my parents were assholes. I'm not gonna lie. Now I'm just fucking around, bro. Yo, mom.
Yo, Miss Rachel, I didn't say that. Miss Rachel, that's your son now, man. That's your son now, man.
No, for real. I got nothing bad to say about my mom, my dad. I got nothing. Like, when you're growing up, you know this. Like a lot of people, you look at your friends, you see their parents, you're like, wow, like I wish they'd do that. The little things your parents do for you growing up, you don't realize until you're older.
Yeah,
They did a lot of little things for me, especially I was a little shit back then.
we always.
I mean, you see how I am now. Imagine that with like no care, a little kid. Like, I mean, I threw snowballs at cars. I did shit like that. Like, I mean, I didn't do nothing bad. So like, my upbringing was great. I was close to both my parents. Me and my brother, we're still close to this day. Which, like, I know a lot of people. Like, me and my brother work together right now. Like most people I know, they cannot work with their family members because they fight each other. Like we grew up to respect each other and listen to each other when in certain situations. Yeah. For example, like if we work together, he's the boss. I'm gonna listen. I'm gonna tell him when something's going wrong, but politely. At the gym, nah, you take that disrespect out of here. But like, it's all love, it's all respect. So
All love.
I mean, I grew up. I got to teach. You got to treat people with respect, even if they disrespect you. Because like a lot of people disrespect you and they don't actually mean it. That's something people don't understand. Like a lot of people are going through a lot of shit that you don't know about. So like a lot of times in my life, I was going through a lot of shit, and I would go out. We'd get drunk, and I would react bad, and my friends would understand why I was acting like that. But it started making me as I got older, and I realized they taught me that like. People are going through things that you don't know about.
Yeah.
Doing really certain things. You got to take certain things with a grain of salt of what people do.
Yes,
And repeatedly do it. So I learned that from them. And now I'm going to be who I am and where I'm at without either of my parents right now. So, I mean, I know a lot of my friends out there that have enough childhood with parents, stuff like that. I'm lucky that I'm one of those people.
Me too.
Right. I'd like to think they raised me right, at least. I have my days. Don't get me wrong.
Hey, I'll go to war with you. So they raised you right. Trust me.
We all have our
I'll
days.
go to war with you.
I try to react, pull myself back from when I'm acting out or when I get upset or when I get tired and I don't want to do things. I try to remind myself of why I do it, and a lot of that's because like my mom fought through a lot, still does. My dad fought through a lot. So I mean, if they were able to, like my pops, rest in peace. Like if he was able to fight till his last breath. What the hell am I bitching about? Because I got to work an extra hour for a day to go on a damn vacation.
Yeah.
Whatever, bro. Like the little things in life, I realized a lot of the little things in life, you gotta pay attention to that. That's what a lot of people don't understand either. I learned to cherish the little things in my life. Took me a little longer than I wish I would have known. But at this age of my life, 32, almost 33.
Yeah.
Got fully
listen,
grown up.
Listen. We're never too old to learn anything, bro. Like that's one thing. Like we're all still learning shit. I know a 55-year-old that's still learning shit.
Listen, if you're not going through life,
if you're not trying to learn, you're not trying to, bro.
Like if you're not trying to get better every day in something, I'm not trying to like take like jump across the mountain every day, get better like in that aspect. But if you're not trying to go up one peg of a ladder every day in one area of your life, whether it be your personal life, your family life, fitness, business, whatever, like what the fuck you do that day? So like I mean, like my dad taught me from a very young age that like you work for what you get. Like if you want something, like
you go get that shit.
Like I grew up playing basketball and I outworked everybody. And it had nothing to do with me being better than you. It had me. I wanted to be better than I was. And I learned that at a young age. Like, and that was because my dad would like be like, yo, you can do better than that. Like I gave 98%. He would know.
He would know it. He would know.
And like sometimes you look at it and you're like, yo, like why is this guy being an asshole? But then like you start realizing like as you get older, like you see it, like me right now. Like I do 100% on every single thing I do. It don't matter, Like, and I do that because of how I was taught when I was a kid on things. And some people might think it's crazy, but I think it's crazy to do that. Like if you're going through life and you're not giving 100%, like I'm not saying every day. Some days you're sick, some days you're really tired.
Absolutely.
If you don't give 100% of what you have that day, like each day's different. You might as well just lay in bed all day and cry because you're playing the victim card. Because you get what you get, bro. Like you want to be in shape, you got to work in the gym, outside of the gym. If you want to have a better mindset, you gotta tell yourself that, and you gotta surround yourself with people.
You just gotta be better.
Yeah, I think without like my parents doing that in their lives, I don't think I would have done it in mine. I would have learned it in my life. So every day, try to be better.
That's my man right there. Here we go. All right, so let's shift it over to a little something funny. What sports did you play growing up? Like, what were your go-tos? And please and tell them who inspired you to play those sports as well.
All right, so as a kid, like we played soccer. They wouldn't let me play football, which was bullshit because I would have wrecked some people. Just saying, they knew that, Mom. You know that. They didn't let me wrestle. I would have wrecked some motherfuckers. They didn't let me fucking go actually competitive box. So my dad was a Gold Glove boxer, and he knows what it did to him. Training wise, getting hit in the head and shit. They didn't want me to do that. So I understand that. Like my nickname's Bobby Knockout for a reason. So I wish I would have done those. I'm not complaining. I get it. I don't have a fucked up brain. Well, in that sense, it's fucked up in a different way.
I wonder why I stutter sometimes.
Yeah,
I know that's what I played.
Yeah, you know how it is. So I played soccer when I was no one really inspired me to play soccer. I was kind of forced to, I guess. I guess I wasn't inspired to play. I didn't play it that long. We went into middle school. I played it. I was like one of the best players on the team. I was like, this is dumb. I'm just running back and forth. This is like, I like hitting people. So I used to try and run people over when I had the ball.
Yeah.
My one cousin was really good at soccer, so I was like, all right, that's your sport. I'm out.
Yeah, you got it, brother. You got it.
That just wasn't for me. I played baseball. My dad got me in baseball. I liked playing baseball when I was young. So this is kind of a little bit bigger story here, but when I was young, my pops inspired me to play, and my brother. And my brother was older than me, so he played baseball, and he loved baseball. I mean, he went to college for baseball, so he loved it. Like that was his sport. So like when we were younger, I always wanted to play baseball. So I play with him. I be with my dad. My dad was always the coach. So like little league t-ball, fun. I used to hit home runs. They didn't let me bat anymore. No, but then when we got into like little league, actual pitching, I used to play with a lot of my friends. I think I was inspired because Eastern and Western were districts.
Yeah, Eastern
district. Like, I made sure, like, anytime we played the West Orange team or the Norristown team, I was like, yo, I have to pitch because I'm going to strike these dudes out and I'm going to peg that motherfucker. I'm like, I don't like it. He's the only one that can hit me, so I'm going to hit him. I'm going to take it out of their hands. They ain't going to beat me. So, I got inspired by competition to play baseball, to be honest with you.
That's always a hell of a way.
Yeah, I think society's kind of taken out of it right now. Competition. Yeah. Women's sports they're more competitive than the men are right now because
absolutely
they are. Like you watch a women's basketball game, brag, get shit the whole game.
The WNBA was getting it these last couple of nights.
Exactly. So baseball is inspired by competition, by my brother, my dad playing. Then when I got older, I kind of fell out of it because I realized like I was good at it. I didn't really like the sport. I was one of those people that was pretty good at every sport, but I didn't really like any sport. I wasn't any sport. I played basketball. Basketball. I love basketball. When I was younger, because we used to travel. Same thing there. Like my brother, my dad coached. I played for this friend. My uncle, my cousins, we all played in the Plymouth League.
Yeah, Plymouth League.
The other kids, like I wanted to be better than them. I wanted my team to win. I guess I was kind of like trying to be like a LeBron, like I have to dominate, but I want my teammates to be involved until like I guess Jordan realized they suck. Yes, I played basketball, baseball, soccer. That's about it. That's about it I played. Yeah, that's it.
Hey, there's something though, brother. So let's get a little fun now, right? Who are your favorite sports growing up? I mean, your favorite athletes growing up.
My favorite athletes growing up.
If you want to break it down into the four major, and of course, MMA and boxing, go ahead.
But it's kind of tough, like growing up as like a young. Are you talking about a young kid or like 15 on or still? Like who are my favorite athletes?
Always say, look back at your first loves. It'll tell you where it comes from.
You're gonna laugh. My first favorite player was Alex Rodriguez.
I'm not gonna laugh. Every kid loved A-Rod growing up.
It was 2001, I think it was, when he came up, 2001 or 2002. It was the year after they went to
the Phoenix, right?
Yeah, so he came up, and I he was my man. Like he played baseball, I was still playing baseball. I was like the best in my league. Like we were moving up. A-Rod, man, he influenced me. Like I was like, yo, I want to play like A-Rod. Griffey, everybody loved Griffey, bro. But I wasn't a lefty. Hats didn't fit my head. My head was too small. I had a little peanut. So I couldn't do the Griffey. Now I can do it, but I got a kid's hat on right now. I
You
got
got a kid's hat on. You got a kid's hat on.
I'm serious. I think it's a kid's medium.
Oh shit!
Yeah, I got tiny head, bro. Big brain, tiny head.
There
Don't
you
get
go.
me.
Tell him, Bobby. Tell him, Bob.
Definitely A-Rod, definitely Griffey. Basketball wise, it was tough because like basketball wise, I love Kevin Garnett, and mainly because like my mom's main name and her family is Garnett.
Garnett, yeah.
The way he played, he was on the Minnesota days back then. So like I grew up, love this dude. He's like me. Like when I played basketball, I was AD.
Yeah.
I used to like Chris Paul back in the day too, like when we were growing up. When he was on Barry Davis, he's one of my favorite players. He was actually the first jersey I got. I had his
the Hornets.
The Hornets, that
was nice.
The green, blue, whatever color it is.
Yeah.
I still have that jersey.
That's hard. I like that.
I mean, back then too, like that's when we used to play like the video games. So I used to love like Peter Forsberg and Joe Sakic.
Ooh.
The hockey. I love that dude.
Peter Forsberg,
team. I used to love them.
Cannot beat them on NHL. Unbeatable if you had them.
Peter Foot. You remember Peter Foot?
Yeah.
Yeah, they were good. And then like as I start getting a little bit older, start watching like competitive, like boxing, MMA. I used to love fucking Paul Williams. He's probably like what was that, like 10 years ago? So I was
when he got paralyzed.
Yeah, Paul Williams. I used to love him boxing. I used to love. Everybody used to say I always looked like Miguel Cotto.
Oh yeah,
so Miguel Cotto was my guy. He's probably he's in my top 5 still favorite athletes ever. Miguel Cotto. He was good.
He was amazing.
Other than that, like trying to think of other sports, like I mean Tony Hawk, the video game. Like I said, everybody liked Tony Hawk. But I didn't like him. I liked the dude that had the duck skateboard, Buddy, whatever his name was, Buddy.
Oh yeah, he was vicious.
Well, I don't remember his last name. Lasky, Buddy Lasky.
Yeah, Lasky. Glasses. He wore the glasses. Yeah.
Like it's crazy if you look at back, like when we were kids to now, like we had all that stuff, like wrestling, bro. My favorite athletes were all wrestlers. I like The Rock, Stone Cold, Eddie Guerrero. You name it. Booker T, 5-time. Like I used to love them, bro. We used to act like them all the time.
I think we can agree that era of wrestling was like those were the top-notch athletes of their time.
They were, dude, and like
so that says a lot right there.
Yeah, and then people like create a lot of influence on our generation because it wasn't real. Like you get it, it wasn't real. But, like, but like a lot of those guys did a lot of things outside of the ring, and as we got older, we started seeing what they were doing. So you're like, damn, I like that guy in the ring. And now you got like Stone Cold's doing a lot of stuff outside. You see, Eddie Guerrero, what he was doing, rest of soul. Even The Rock still around.
Yeah,
guys like that.
The Rock is the biggest.
Yeah, we had a lot of solid, inspirational athletes growing up.
Growing up, absolutely.
I mean, he's from Philly. Like, I mean, if he wasn't your favorite athlete and you're from Philly, something's wrong with you. As a kid,
especially if you were short, AI was our guy, man.
Like anyone. Like, I mean,
AI was that boy.
People loved Dikembe Mutombo too when he was in Philly. I mean, I'm just saying, like it's different. Like it's different. Like growing up, I got a long list of athletes that I like. But
I dig it.
They're my favorites.
Now, this is where it's a little simpler for you. Who are your teams?
All right, so
you can break it down like this: your teams now, your teams growing up. You can do that if you want to, but
it's pretty simple. Like you can ask anyone I have. You can see some of the clothes I have. I was never a huge hockey fan. I never was because I never played it.
Absolutely,
it just wasn't like I don't know. It's tough to watch. But I used to like Colorado. The Avalanche were my squad. NHL, we used Colorado. I didn't like anybody else. I like the Flyers, obviously. But I like Colorado. That was my team. They're different conferences anyway, so it didn't matter as a kid. But, like, if I had to choose one, it was going to be the Flyers. But Colorado was my team. In football, I love the Eagles. Always loved the Eagles, but I was Denver Broncos. I used to love Denver Broncos. And this is before Peyton Manning. Like, I wasn't even a Peyton Manning fan. He's unbelievably good, top 3 ever. If you say he's not, you're an idiot. But yeah, Denver. I'm not a big fan on Denver anymore just because, like,
It's nothing
I don't
there.
know. It's like I'm more like as I get older, it's like Eagles. It's that one team. It's
Birds.
one team
Go
for
Birds.
me. Even when they suck, it's like I don't watch football. You know what I mean? It's like, you're gonna learn that with Green Bay.
I'm seeing it.
No,
I'm
probably
looking
not.
forward to it. I'm
Your
looking forward to not having expectations.
Your organization's very well rounded up. But Denver, I like the Broncos. I always like the Chargers too because I like their colors. NLT, they had LaDainian
I was about to
Thomas.
say, Daniel Thomas is a big influence for that.
I like the Chargers more now than I do the Broncos because they still have the jerseys and all that.
Yeah.
Baseball was always the Phillies, and believe it or not, Seattle Mariners. I mean, I just talked about it, but
I can see why though. Ken
growing
Griffey,
up that year,
Ichiro,
you know, I could just name their whole roster. You know, like Tino Martinez,
Tito.
Johnson, Jamie Moyer, Ichiro, A-Rod. You know, they had a squad. Raul Ibanez, bro. Like they had everybody. Like that was my squad. I still follow him. I still like him. Julio Rodriguez, you need to step your shit up right now. Dude is striking out. I don't know what he's doing, bro. He has the highest strikeout rate with runners on scoring position. Like, what's this guy doing? Like, come on, Julio. Yeah, anyway, there.
It's heads in the days.
Soccer, I still like soccer. I love Manchester United. That's my squad.
He's a clubsman.
It's mainly because, like, I think they were in Euro trip and the Manchester United guy.
That's true. When they went to the bar, that's true. It was Manchester United.
And I always whoop Craig's ass in FIFA with them to this date with Manchester United. Craig, if you're listening right now, I'll bust your ass right now.
He don't want that smoke time.
I don't want that smoke from y'all that actually play the game because I'm not good. It's just a game I gave Craig's dad, so we play it. FIFA's not gonna be fun as shit though. Like,
the competitiveness of the FIFA is nasty.
In general, I don't have a favorite. But my favorite wrestling was I was definitely Team SmackDown. Definitely was Team SmackDown.
I agree. I like that.
Yeah, and my teams now are all just Philadelphia teams, like Philly.
4 for 4, man. 4 for 4. Gotta rock with 4 for 4. You know.
It's a love-hate relationship. I mean, I'm not gonna root for other teams. Like they're out right now. I love Jimmy Butler, but I'm not rooting for, like, I don't really care.
We can't do that.
I mean,
can't do that. Philly's getting it together though. So.
We were just talking about it the other day. It's like, oh, Philly fans, who you rooting for now? And I was like, I mean, like, if Jimmy Butler wins, the Sixers look bad. If Denver wins, the Sixers look bad. I'm like, I don't really care.
Yes. Yeah, point there.
Tie.
Right, all right, now.
No, I was never a fan of Tampa. Let's put it that way. When I lived there, I used to go to all the games. Never a fan.
Tell them, please tell these people how fair weather they can be, though, in Tampa.
Half the people that were in Tampa would never know they had a football team. Tom Brady didn't go there. Straight up. Like, we used to go to the games because we would get Miller Lite Suite tickets, and there'd be nobody there. And they'd be playing, like, MVP Mahomes, and no one would go. And what are you doing? Like, it doesn't – because they sucked. It's like
they're not a great team.
Fans still go, but it's like basically like you got implants. You got a lot of people from Pittsburgh, New York, Minnesota.
Retirees, like we mentioned.
It's always going to be that way. It wasn't for the last 3 years because Brady was there. They were all, ain't no real fans down there.
TV12, baby.
The only real Tampa Bay fans are hockey. Their Lightning fans are phenomenal. They are real fans. That's it.
I heard that is a hell of a. I heard that stadium is pretty nice.
Second best stadium I've ever been in all sports.
I heard it's litty. It's very litty.
The best stadium is Vegas Knights, T-Mobile Arena that I just went to 2 weeks ago. That stadium's immaculate. I mean, it's
a lot of Bud Lights.
Yeah. But next up, baby. Next up. What do you got? Come on, you say you had questions. Let's go.
All right, man. So now I'm gonna flip it a little bit. Now we're gonna talk about Mr. BKO himself, like the current. What made you go from sports and jump your ass right into fitness? Like, what inspired you to get into fitness so hard? Like, what was that turning point where it was like, I gotta get to the gym? Break it down.
So growing up, I always worked out. I always liked to, get a pump on for like it felt good. Like it always felt good. Like you can't sit here and tell me if you get a workout in, it feels bad. Like you've never had a bad workout, even if it was a bad workout.
Yeah,
Bad.
you still did it.
Shout out to Uncle Bruce. Me and him are very similar in good ways and bad ways.
Shout out to Uncle Bruce for sure.
But when I was younger, I did sports. He also powerlifted. Like we used to call him Vin Diesel. He looked like Vin Diesel from Pitch Black. Man was deep.
Uncle Bruce is still yoked. He's still yoked.
Yeah, so I used to like seeing like work out. See what he's doing. I'd work out, get into fitness when I was young. I used to have a whole set. I had a machine that had the fly, the row, I had a bench. I used to find plays like now you find them on Facebook, but back in 2000s, like early 2000s, you used to see people selling them in the garage sale for like cheapest dirt.
Yeah,
Bro, I had weights on weights. Like I had a barbell. I could put it on like 400 pounds, which I never did. I'm saying I'm capable of doing that. I had every dumbbell like 5 pounds, 10 pounds, like multiple ones of them. I was always into fitness. Like, I was always into fitness, but I always kind of just needed to do it. You know what I mean? Like I wasn't like what I was doing. I used to work out. I made a post about that on Instagram. Like, there's a difference. Like most people, they go and they work out. They go through the motion.
That's going.
I focus on certain things to get better. Like, all right, dude. Like my tricep, like part of my tricep needs to grow. I don't just keep doing what I'm doing. It's not working.
Yeah.
The transition was always there. You know, I always liked the fitness. What made me go from sports to fitness was because my dad always trained people. You know, he's always coaching. He's basically his whole life coach. Whole life. Coach kids. I realized like I don't really want to coach. You gotta go out of your way, do a lot of things. It's
it's possible.
Fitness is like something that I can get into, that I can teach myself because I already know the majority of it, and then I can learn from the old heads that are at the gyms. I can learn from my uncle, and I can learn from it. And I like it. I already like it. I can find people that need help, and like I said, my dad always helped people, so it was a very easy way for me to transition into helping people.
Sounds great.
What actually got me into the fitness company, what actually got me into training people was Andy. I came across it one day on Instagram. Made an Instagram account. And you start, when you first get on Instagram, you start looking for hashtag, fitness workout. You see someone pop up, I'm like, damn, this thing's smoking. Who the hell is she repping for? And I don't remember the exact person it was, but it's one of their reps. It was like 5 years ago. Never heard of it. So I clicked on their website and searched for them. And Andy Pasella, the MFCEO project came in. It was a podcast. Never listened to the podcast. Started listening to the podcast.
Every day.
He's talking about shit. He's talking to me. I'm like, he's calling me a bitch, and he's right. Like, he's basically a self-development business podcast.
Yes.
Your life, you are the CEO of your own life. And I was like, wow, this guy's really good.
He's spitting. We call that spitting.
And eventually, it was probably like a couple of months into listening to him, and then I was like, I need to check out his supplement. I need to check out the supplement.
Yeah.
So I was like, yo, I hate supplement companies. GNC, they do. And it's on my platform. I got a call from a guy. Bro. So I got a call from Aaron Cummings. Shout out Aaron. He's one of the directors at First One. Back then, they used to call and do interviews with every single one of their legionnaires that did. First year they were doing it. All right. I was one of the first people actually joined their company. They learned about this. Oh, yeah. I'm just going to tell these people interviewed me. They didn't ask me a single thing. They asked me about me. They talked to me about me.
Yeah.
I thought it was weird. And I was like, that's pretty cool. But like, I don't understand like what just happened. You know what I mean? The next day, I get an email like, "Hey, we need to set up. You need to talk to another manager about like getting in the first one." I was like, what the fuck is going on? It was fucking Andy Frisella, bro. I had a fucking Zoom call with Aaron and Andy. I was like, holy fucking shit. I couldn't even talk. Like, believe it or not, guys, like I wasn't good on camera back then. I did not want to talk on camera. I didn't have a podcast. I wouldn't even do a video on my Facebook. So like, I was like, yo, what the fuck? And did he say to me, what do you do? Basically, like, listen. So when I started working with them, I started like learning from first form. That's what transitioned me into helping people. Like, now, like these guys are teaching me a lot of stuff that I don't know, and I know a lot of stuff about so they started teaching me about how your body actually works. Without supplements, all this type of stuff. And I realized I can't help people the way they're helping me.
Yeah.
So let's do it. And that's when we started the podcast. I started doing the fitness stuff. And interview when I was a kid, and then finding the MFCEO project.
Yes.
Back then, I didn't have a direction. I didn't feel like I had a purpose in my life. When I found him, I'm telling you guys, like I tell people all the time, he changed the RIF podcast. But when I share these podcast episodes with people, when I share them on my story, I just share them, like my shit. Because he will sometimes, and I don't care about that. Like these shits help me, so I want them to help you. Because if it wasn't for personal, bro,
this leads me to my next question. What has fitness done for you?
That changed my life, bro. Like for real, like it has. You know, I don't compete competitively. A lot of people do, and that's good for them. But fitness is like life. You go into every single workout, and you want to give it your all. You want to get better. Sometimes you ain't gonna have a good workout. You're just not gonna have it. You know, Arnold Schwarzenegger goes into a gym. His workouts aren't always great. You know, it's a learning process. So you taught me in order for you to grow, focus on the right thing. So, work ethic, dedication, fitness, following a plan, all that stuff. Like without it, you're just going in different directions. You're never going in the direction you want to go to.
Yeah.
I always love people. Why do you work out? Because I know if I don't work out, if I don't work out, like
it throws you off. It throws you off. It's your routine. It's something. It's coping.
Like a month ago, about a little over a month ago, I was miserable. I was talking shit. I didn't even believe I was just saying shit. You know, I was like, fuck it. Like, I'm a little bitch. Like, I'm fat, lazy. I'm not going nowhere in life, and I wasn't working out. And you know, I said some of that shit. Guys, we weren't even on the podcast for 3 months. Or that was the reason is like I was in a funk. And you know, we getting that, but if it wasn't for fitness, I wouldn't understand to pull myself.
You broke right out of it.
And like it taught me to have the mental fortitude to, like I said, you're gonna have bad days.
Yeah.
Get out of it. To not allow yourself to maintain. Like it might sound like 2 months in a funk is a lot, but like it's really not. Like people are going through 25 years of their lives right now in that funk. And the simple thing I tell them is go to the gym. Go work out. Like
go burn. So that's good.
Clears your brain up and you function better. So right now I'm on day 7, 75.
Tough. 75 hard is very tough.
My work
and since you're on
energy's better with people. I'm better at helping people. I'm better at helping myself. I'm back on the podcast grind. We got the t-shirt grind. Like 45 minutes a day, bro. That's all it takes for you to be better in every area of your life. Like,
there's 24 hours in a day. Remember that.
Exactly, bro. Like it teaches me to have a dedication and focus in everything. So I mean,
Yeah.
people understand what I mean by that. Some people don't. I don't how to work out every single day.
Yeah.
Get a walk. Get it. Move every day.
Move, yeah. Move.
The more you do those shit, like if you go out and walk 10,000 steps in a day every day,
Yeah.
you're gonna feel really good about yourself if you only walk 1,000 steps a day. You're gonna feel amazing. When you feel amazing, because of that little 10,000 steps, you're going to be better at work. It's going to lead to a raise. You're going to be better in your relationship. It might lead to a better relationship. You're going to be a better educator. Because, like, the gym teaches accountability. That's what's going to matter. I will look at myself in my mirror right now, tell myself every single thing I felt today, yesterday, everything. People don't have that.
Yeah.
So, I mean, accountability is the biggest thing I take out of the gym.
All right. That's more than that's exactly what I want to hear. Tell the people, right? Where did BKO come from? Break it down. What is BKO? I know what it means, but I need these people to like know.
We got a full story, or just like, yeah.
You know what, bro? I was thinking about that. I'm gonna leave up to you.
I can condense it. All right, so like I said, guys, nobody is perfect. We all have good times. We all have bad times. So I was going through some bad times. My pops was sick, real bad at the time. And when I used to go out and we used to drink. When I had my days, like I knew, like I was free, like I had stuff. So I like it's like, you know, when people drink and they're happy, and they're happy. But if you got something deep inside that you're not fucking letting out, that you're not talking to people about, you end up getting to the drunk part, that shit's in your mind and you're just an
that shit is killing you.
That was me. So I didn't want to tell people how I felt about anything. I didn't want to talk about my feelings, nothing.
Not a great thing to do either, guys.
I wouldn't talk to them about it, even though they knew. Like Craig knew everything that was going on with me. Nate knew everything that was going on with me. Louis knew everything. I didn't want to talk to them. So like, you know this. And we go out, we get drunk, and then quit. So anyway, we're up at college. We're at Bloomsburg University, New Year's Eve.
Well,
Actually, not one of those moments. I was actually not angry at this time, but I was manly beat the shit out of somebody. Like, I'm like, oh, let's go. But in reality,
oh boy,
you know, I don't want to get in trouble though. Or I'm the type of person where I know I let my dad think. My dad always said, "Think before you act." And I was in back of my mind. I always saw that. Bloomsburg University, New Year's Eve. Long story short, my buddy is very drunk. He's yelling at a tree. He thought the neighbor next door was yelling at him. He went over, started it. We broke it up. Went over, broke it up. Blah blah blah. Yo, like where are we going? We go back inside. You know, we're all scattered around the house. This guy goes out the back door and bangs on the dude's door. Dude comes out. It starts snapping again. So I go back out, break it up, and everybody goes back. I walk back. Everybody's inside. I go back outside. I'm like, yo, I'm in this dude's drunk. It's in his mind that this dude was calling him a fat asshole. He's trying to fight it. We can't do nothing about it. I knocked on the door, and I was like, oh, he comes up. Boys drinking shit. I'll leave out. Like, you know, it's New Year's Eve. Like I look in, it was like, oh, dude, I don't know what's going on here. How do you feel wrong? I knocked on your door. Real simple. All right. Shuts the door in my face. I'm like, okay, I saw it. You know, I was drunk, but I wasn't drunk. Like, I knew everything that was going on. My buddy was shit. So anyway, this motherfucker climbs out of the window. Over. They open the door. You break it up again. Stand on the it was three of them. me, everybody's behind me. And I'm like, yo, like my friends know at the time, like, don't fucking come, like, don't. I'm not gonna hit my friends or nothing, but like, you ain't getting by me. I'm like, yo, I'm just gonna throw you on the ground, right? So anyway, the dude's pointing at me with his finger, coming down at me, finger in my face. I'm like, bro, just don't touch me. Listen, just go back inside. Whatever you do, don't touch me. Now, I'm not trying to fight nobody. Like, just don't touch me. I already apologized 3 times for my drunk buddy. I told you not to open up. You go inside, let it go. Well, this dude keeps pointing at me, and I'm not doing shit when he's pointing at me. I'm just looking at him like, bro, like, go inside. Just go inside. Dude starts throwing a left hook at me, bro. Starts throwing a left. So I was like, boop, hit it with a fucking left hook, grabbed his shirt, threw him off the balcony. So I threw the kid off the balcony. And he hit me. He hit me, bro.
He hit you first.
Done. I told him. I mean, snap. I went into like, yo, Hulk mode. I'm like, yo. Hit that kid. There was another kid coming at me. I fucking 2 pieces. Another kid coming at me. 3 pieces him. He fell on the ground. He coming down the steps. As I was hitting that kid with the right hand.
He was clearing house, people. He was clearing house. This is what the SWAT does.
Yeah, so there's 4 people down at this point. I got hit once. I told him not to hit me. Keyword is don't hit me. So there's a kid coming down the steps. I hit him. As I was hitting him with the right, I seen the kid in my eye. He had a snap. And I was like, bam, quick elbow, hit this fucking kid with the elbow, bro. I've never seen anybody drop like that. He dropped.
The worst thing.
And he looked like he died because like his elbow hit like one of the door stoppers and his shit went like the opposite way. At that point, my buddy Eric was up on the balcony and he was like, what the fuck? And he just looked at me and he's like, that dude might be dead. And I was like, oh fuck, I gotta get the fuck out of here. So I knocked out 6 people. 6 of them, bro. Damn, all of them were knocked out.
Bobby knockout.
Like,
Bobby knockout.
I'm not done. So I go back downstairs. I'm, you know, like you just win a basketball game at like the park. You're hyped. I was super fucking hyped. And meanwhile, like I said, it was New Year's Eve. So now the alcohol is coming out of me. Now I'm drunk, and I'm adrenaline and drunk. I'm down there. My buddy Vince and Ryan and Paul, they're trying to pull me down. I just pick them up, throw them off, and get the fuck off me. I was like, you got blood on my Ed Hardy. I was like, you son of a bitch.
I thought it was affliction.
Yeah, like it was I don't know why I wore it, but it was an Ed Hardy white shirt and it was a panther. It was a panther on it, bro. I know you remember those type of shirts, like all the fucking Italian motherfuckers used to wear them. So I had to be a fake Italian and wear Ed Hardy. Yeah, but I was like, yo, this shirt costs $200. I was like, the rest of y'all motherfuckers get down here. All my friends are those fucking sides. The rest of you come down. Let's clear the house. There's 5 of them left. We're like, what the fuck? My buddy's girlfriend comes outside. We're right back inside like a little bitch. My friends that were guys. Nah, what's this? The chick though? She'll beat me up. Yeah, so after that happened, not you, my other buddy Paul.
Bobby knockout.
Yeah, I was 20, just over 21 years old. So I was just turning like 21. I was just drinking at the bar. But yeah, he started naming me Bobby Knockout. But no, I did not get arrested for it because, long story short, these motherfuckers came over to our building with a gun.
Yeah.
In the window. So instead of me getting in any trouble, I left and they got arrested for fucking.
They got arrested.
No, five women had a felony. 5 guys had felonies. One dude in the hospital. Originally,
yeah.
He broke his nose, shattered his freaking collarbone, and he broke his ankle or something with his leg, and he went through. The other guys, like the other guys, 2 of them were all right, but the one dude that I said I thought died, I broke his face. His face was broke. Orbital. Sorry, orbital was shattered. hey man, like they couldn't do nothing. They were like, I love my friends to death. They're like, I don't know who the fuck that dude was. And they're like, well, this guy pulled a gun, so it's like whatever. Like they basically thought they pulled the gun first, and then I whooped their ass. So I mean, hey, I never went
You
back
just
up.
reacted. You reacted. This is the perfect story of don't throw the first punch. Right here.
Like don't like I don't want to fight
Don't
people.
do it unless you have to.
Listen, like I'm one of them people. Like most people think, like people that go to the gym, they can't work. They can't throw hands. Like I'll gladly throw hands with people. I just don't want to, unless I have to. Like if you're doing something to fuck with me, family. Like if you're fucking with my friends or my family, that's first. If you're fucking with me, I'm just gonna laugh at you. I'll be a little bit. I don't need somebody pulling a gun out on me and that shit. Like back then, like I said, they didn't pull out a gun at first. I mean, ever since then though, Bobby Knockout stuck with me.
There's the story.
Knockout. Yeah, so people ask me all the time, they're like, what do you fight? I said, something like that.
It started off with a little throwing hand, you know. Sorry.
Hey man, I mean
I got a 5-0. That's a 5-0 record, I will say.
Older me looks back at it now and says, would you have said that to yourself? Like would you have looked at yourself and said, just don't touch me? Like in a cocky essence, like, yo, I'm gonna fuck you up, just don't touch me. When the guys are really drunk, it kind of edged them on to hit me. So I guess I kind of started by saying that now that I look back. But I mean, it is what it is. Like, you know what I mean? Though? Like now I learned from the experiences. I've never actually hit anybody since I've been hit. Yeah, I've been hit at a bar before by a bouncer, and I didn't throw no punches back at him. I laughed at him. I don't know, like that's a different story. That has nothing to do with my nickname, but it's just my point is like some people when they do that, like, oh, I beat a bunch of people up. Now they're gonna go around and fight people. Like, nah, bro, I wasn't like what it was about. It was like these dudes were like. Not to mention, on top of that, this was a I didn't know that, but it was a frat that was known to go around campus for beating kids up. That's why they acted like they acted, and I whooped the whole fucking frat's ass, and they got kicked out. So it's like, yo,
Tommy tough guys.
Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not gonna sit there and say, yo, I'm gonna beat the shit out of everybody. Like, no, that's not gonna happen.
Nah, we're too. First of all, we're grown now.
No, it's like, dude, no, it's like I'm good, bro. But hey, anybody want to have a hardcore pillow fight like I posted in Stoop Life? Let's go.
I'm good.
But yeah,
man. I'd rather play marbles. All right, man. Since we are on BKO, though, what are your goals for this second half of 2023 with BKO? What do you want to see your brand going? Where do you want to see it expanding? What are you doing with BKO currently? Let these people know.
So, I'm not gonna lie to you, I haven't been training people for a while, mainly because COVID happened, bro. Like COVID happened, and it helped my business a lot. Like it did, because I was able to communicate with a lot more people. I was able to get into a lot of contact with a lot of like-minded people. But at the same time, like at the end of COVID, it was like impossible to freaking like tell people that they were doing something wrong that you didn't tell them to do. You know what I mean? Like, so for example, like if I'd write a workout for people, and then I'd be like, you should get a diet too. Like, I'm not gonna write the diet, but this is how you should eat these things. And you can't have a workout plan with no diet, like not necessarily a diet, but some type of nutritional foundation.
Absolutely.
Workout plans, and they were eating cheesesteaks every day, and like, oh, your workout sucks. I'm not getting my belly fat's not losing. I'm like, you're eating like shit. Like, and on some steroids, then maybe you'll learn. I don't know, but I stopped training people a lot just because everybody became an know-it-all. It was making
they know it all till they don't.
Stuff. But now I'm trying to get back into it. Actually, next month in June, we're starting a step challenge. BKO. I want to get people moving. I want to make them feel like, you know, a lot of people think fitness is about going to the gym, lifting heavy weights. No, bro. It's about you just moving. because we got a generation coming up right now that don't understand the fact that like you gotta go outside, you gotta walk.
Man, get your ass out.
We got a lot of people out there that have kids, and they're like, "Oh, I got kids, I can't do nothing." No, that's just an excuse. So what I want to do is I'm getting a step challenge. Basically, I'm gonna just have like, "Yo, you don't got to be 100% to the T with what you're walking, but your phone tracks your fitness. If you have kids, you can go out and walk with your kids at the park, whatever. Go out there, and, throw football with them. That counts." So my goal is to get people and the habits of just during the day. After we get that going, I want to start teaching people the foundations of the importance of water and protein. I want to more people in our society, in Soup Life, in BKO, how important it is to get water and protein. I don't want to make it sound hard because it's not really hard, but I want to teach them that because if they learn that, they're going to be able to function better. They're going to live a better lifestyle for longer. The generation below us, the obesity rate is going to go way down because there's common knowledge of that stuff. Yeah, my main goal for the next 6 months of the year is basically to just teach people that any type of movement is good movement as long as you keep doing it. Consistently. You gotta go overload with it. You don't gotta do that. If you want to ask me, what's your client? Anyone who tells you, I need 30 clients, you gotta get the first one. I gotta focus on getting one.
You gotta focus on that first one.
So I just want to get a couple people that are very committed to wanting to change their lives for the better, and that are willing to accept a coach calling them the fuck out on their accountability. Because like that's something that we can't find right now. Because like I see, these guys will post a workout, and people will follow it because the dude's jacked. Like that dude ain't. You're not like. What if you can't do a certain workout that he puts in his plan? They don't contact you. What if you have a question or you're not getting the results you want? They're not going to answer you. They just want your money. So I just want to kind of help people again. Like when I first started BKO before COVID, that's what it was about. And it was about them learning from us and us learning from them. So I want to get my people back into that type of thing, and just start helping people a little bit on there. I want to do more right here. Show people like real people. I don't want to
That's a big thing. That is a huge thing.
Like we're real people. Like we go through shit all the
time.
We're
real people. Exactly. We're human.
But like the way I want to show that we are real people is by doing a podcast about certain things we have going on in our life.
Yeah.
Not like we don't got to dig into the nitty gritty personal stuff, but like stuff that people deal with on a daily basis. Because like I see people do that shit on Instagram and it's fake. Like they post a video of themselves crying. First of all, you cry later that day. That's fine. That's normal. You get emotions. Shit happens. Your video posting now it's fake. You're really doing it because you think people are going to like I want to get all the real motherfuckers with us. And I want to cut the fuck off. I want to finish the year as goddamn sports and just push forward.
I agree.
Type of people. So, I mean,
I like it.
My goal ain't nothing about money. It's about building character in our system.
One prior condition for battery.
Right. Absolutely. Now, aside from your business, what are your personal goals? Like, what do you want to accomplish? Not just with BKO and the Stoop. What do you want to accomplish as a man?
Yeah. So I mean, like a lot of people like they try to tell you, oh, like you should have this goal because they have that goal. You should do this because they do that. Well, me and you talk to each other every day. We don't have 100% the same goals. I will support the fuck out of you for everything you do, even though
Absolutely.
I don't want to. Like you got kids. I don't want kids right now. I'm not saying I don't, but that's not about. I don't really, I gotta figure me out now. I was in a dark place.
You're getting there, bro.
So my personal goals. Some people laugh, but like I started doing it 2 years ago when I quit my job. I wanted to actually give myself more time for me and more time for the people to actually move back up here for. So I
Shit.
lived in Florida, bro. Everybody used to say, "Yo, why'd you move back from Florida?" And I was like, I brought it up earlier. I said, it's the people, it's the environment.
Yeah.
So when I moved back up here, I didn't let that soak in. I didn't care. I
Yeah.
was work, and then I never saw anybody because I had to work because I was like, "Yo, if I don't make this, I can't do that." And then I never do anything because I fucking and then
Yeah.
shit happened. Then you got no money anyway. So I quit the job, started doing my own job stuff with my brother to do auto body repair. So with that, I want to grow. I want to get a shop where we do more custom cars with that. I want to get a couple more dealers to do that. That way, not only my goal is not just to help me grow in that aspect, but to help him grow, and then be able to help my friends who are in similar situations and I was, I hate their job, that can do what I did. Like, I was scared to quit my job. I paid $1,300, $1,400 a week.
I wanted to tell that everything quick.
I started making less money, and I was going on vacation. So it's like, I want to teach people that they can do the same thing. It's not about the way. It's not about the money you're bringing. It's about how you spend it, how you allocate it. I want to travel more. I'm already doing that. Arizona, Nevada twice. I've been to Vegas. I've been to Mexico. I've been to Cuba. I've been to Florida like 8 times. Upcoming this year, which is good. We're going to Colorado. I'm going to Florida again. I'm going to Key West, and I'm going to Bahamas. So I want to travel more. I want to see the world more.
Absolutely.
Every time we travel, we see a new environment, we see new people, we see something out of it. People, they look at like around here. They go to the same bars, the same days. They do the same things on the weekends. They don't travel. So I don't want to go to stats that I was at 100 times. Same thing. I'm going to save my money. I might be a loner up here. I'd rather not go drink at a bar up here than drink at a bar in Mexico. You know what I mean? So like, I want to keep doing that.
I agree.
The more I do it, the better my circle is. You know what I mean? The better my circle.
I agree.
And I just want to influence people to work hard, work smart. If something bad happens in your life, look at the positive and keep pushing forward.
Yes.
I've been too many times in my life that I let negative influence my actions. I was scared to do things because of fear of failure. Now I want you kind of have the grit to keep going. I want
the grit. Keyword grit.
And I want people around me to keep influencing me to do it. Fitness wise, man, like I still keep doing what I'm doing. I don't have any aspirations to do a bodybuilding show. I don't have any aspirations to do a powerlifting show. But I want to combine both of them and just be and feel the best I can every day. I go to the gym and try to lift an extra rep. Try to take 5 seconds off your rest time.
Yeah.
The
little things to tweak up. That's what it is.
Like I said, like you can go to the gym and have a bad day. You can go to life and have a bad day. But the trick to make that bad day a good day is to understand that you're having a bad day and work to your benefits. So like if you go to the gym and let's say your workout plan was, I got bench press fucking heavy. You had a long day at work, you didn't eat enough, which happens you didn't drink enough water, you got a week. Doing that bench day, let's do fucking triple set. Let's switch it up. Let's do less work in a quicker period of time and get a different life, discover the power of three. I want to teach people that, focus on that. I gotta get it. Because guys, I told you this earlier. You never know when you're inspiring to do something.
Yeah, it's true.
Like people like me that are like, oh, I'm a motivational guy. I don't just get that waking up like, all right. No, I follow people that motivate me. Think about that. Like I follow people that motivate me, and then I take what I learned from them and I give it to my followers. And I want my followers to do that to people. Because Like, if it wasn't for Andy Frisella, I wouldn't be on his podcast right now talking. I wouldn't have a fitness page right now. I would have never quit my job, and I'd be miserable right now still. I would never have seen New Mexico. I would never went to California. I would never went to Arizona. No, I would never went. So it's like I inspire from people that are successful in their lives that understand that you can't win every day, but you got to keep going. Like today, every day, guys. So day 16 of 75 hard. I came with it. I put my on for 15 minutes. I do push-ups on the song.
Yeah.
Push-ups a day, every workout for 16 days now. In the song after my workout. Today, I was like, no, I'm coming on the podcast talking about myself. I got to be horrible. So I'm doing fucking 10 push-ups every 30 seconds. Dude's in there, looking at me. I was like, yo, give me a 10 of 10, bro. And he was like, what? I was like, okay, come on. And he looked at me like I was fucking nuts. And he was like, nah, I'm good. And then he was like, all right, I'll go. He did 50 push-ups in the sauna because I said, you owe me 10. I don't know who the dude was.
And he did 50.
I knew he was looking at me like I'm crazy. So I'm like, I'm going to make you fucking crazy too. And like, if you can make people crazy in a good way, that's going to benefit themselves. What's wrong with that? You know, so that's my fitness goal, is to inspire people to keep doing it. You don't gotta be a power lifter because you see people doing it. You don't gotta be a bodybuilder. Just go and do what you like. Go do what works for you. Keep doing it. That's what I want to teach people. That's my goal. You know, I guess it's not a selfish goal, but I mean, you gotta build. My fitness goal is to build the best I can be, so I can influence other people to be the best. I'm nowhere near where I want to be, so a lot of work.
That's true. We all do, brother. One last one, though.
Alrighty.
This is the. I think this is one I'm dying to hear anyway. What are your plans for the student? With the student.
All right, so like, if anybody actually knows me by now, I'm very calculated. Like, I'm a planner. I never was either. That's the crazy part. I always just wing shit because
you're organized.
Perfect memory, so we remember shit, right? Problem is, like, you forget a lot of things. You forget to do this or that. I mean, Stoop Life, bro. Like, for those of you that don't know, the Stoop Life was started by Paul during COVID, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, local people talking about sports, because sports are a way people can connect, they can relate. And you create a lot of good people in that. Like, fitness and sports go hand in hand. I like the book. How we're combining them. The plan is simple too, bro. Keep building on what you do. But we gotta get back. My plan is to get back to why we started it and bring people back in onto the podcast. Like,
yes.
History was phenomenal. Reiterate, talking about him again. Stories like that, people that we know that have great stories, even don't have great stories, just have stories.
Just have stories. Yeah, let's talk about it.
Yeah, talk about it, like, and show people that Stoop Life is a brand or a community. Not just how there's a lot of these brands out there that promote sports, that do this and that, and they got no clue who half the people in the damn group. I want our people to know each other. You know,
I'm starting to get to know a lot of these guys, but
so like, we got the name, right? We got the shirt on the name.
Yeah.
We know what it stands for. It stands for community, stands for family, and stands for sports. Right?
Yes.
I want to make people fucking look at this shirt and say, I know them. Yo, we talk. That's what it's about, right? I want them to understand that we talk about sports, but we're real.
We're real about it.
We ain't on no damn ESPN. We ain't paid. And I want to grow it that way. Kind of the same thing with BKO. I want to grow it. I want to get our debate going real hard. I'm not even lying.
That's where it started. So,
I want to lie. Like, I understand it's very hard to do debates because people are in here, but I want to show people, like, yo, you don't even got to be on camera for it. It's like a lunch table conversation. Like, just come on. You just send 100 messages about this shit in the chat, talking.
Do it face to face. It's time to do it face to face.
Yeah, like do a face to face. Nobody cares.
Face to face.
Lose. There's really in reality. There's no winner or loser. Like you're both winners because they do it. And like,
Listen,
like understand this. Like I said, like when I first, you guys, when you get off this podcast, the Power of Fitness 1, 2, 3. Listen to how bad I was. How lagging was. Not only am I better, I'm better at talking to people, communication because I wasn't scared. I want people to do that. Yeah, I want
spotlight more people, absolutely.
That's about it, bro. I mean,
There's a lot going on.
Obviously,
a lot going on
out there, but I want to make sure the people that actually wear our shirts represent what we stand for. All that.
Absolutely. I heard Eric Thomas, the guy I love, the inspirational speaker. He said he turned down an offer for $1 million to do something, and he was like, his manager, why do you want to do that? Why do you want to turn down being able to sell another $1 million, make $1 million? And he goes, I don't need another $1 million people, following me. I don't need another $1 million people picking up my books. Like, I don't need that. He's like, I need the right people to do that. The people who follow me are the right people. And that's what we're trying to do.
It's true because I'm not gonna lie, we had a little gap where we were trying to do too much. We're trying to do a lot of stuff, and then
we were.
Don't share your shit, this and that. It gets a little annoying.
Yeah.
It's like share shit, that, and in the beginning, I didn't care. I generally used to share people's stuff on Instagram because I loved what they did, and they inspired me. And then it kind of you get into that post COVID where it's like, oh wow, you should do the same. And it don't have to work like that. It don't have to work like that. And I want to get back to that where we're like, yo, we're sharing people's stuff. Just to share it because there's good people that have good things going on. When I started BKO and I started my shirts, I used to decline people to buy my stuff because I was like, dude, you're an asshole. You're never you're in the gym, you're half-assing the shit. I'm good, bro. And I told the guy that, and hey, I don't know where he went. I never heard from him again. And I was like, why do you support someone if you're not really supporting that person? They weren't really supporting me.
It's fine. But that's the story for Mr. BKO. There's a lot more to him though, y'all. He took a let on you. He wanted to see a different side of him. There's a lot more to him. Trust me.
Yeah, if you guys want a different side, go back and listen to Power of Fitness and episode 1 and 2. We broke it down a little bit about.
We'll drop that link. We're gonna drop that link in the bio.
Well, yeah, I mean that was fun. A little while.
But I saw you a little emotional for a second. I was like, I should write the fuck up.
No, that's the problem, bro. Our society tells you're a man, you can't get emotions.
We're human.
Fuck up, bro. No.
We're human. Trust me.
I mean, it's we family.
Yeah, we family.
But now, guys, we're gonna be doing more episodes like this where we're gonna talk about not necessarily our stories or anything, but shit going on that we see that we want to relate that we know a lot of people might be dealing with. It's something I do on Power Fitness. I'll hop on, I'll do a motivational episode, tell you guys relate something that has to do with fitness or sports and relate it to your life.
That's perfect.
We're gonna start doing a lot of those on Tuesdays when we can, and then on Thursdays, that's sports talk. We're talking sports talk on Thursdays. Solo episodes are going to be a combination of both, mostly sports for Stoop Life, and BKO is going to be the fitness. So make sure you guys tune in for all of that. We're going to be live a lot. So tune in, and follow us on YouTube.
This is the last Facebook Live episode. The last.
Yeah, we can't do Facebook, man, because one reason why we stopped doing them is because we kept doing them and they kept blocking my posts and they kept blocking us and banning us. We couldn't do it.
Yeah.
And I was like, why do we gotta do it on Facebook though? YouTube ain't gonna ban it, so let's just do it on YouTube. We can share our YouTube link to you guys in the group, but you will not see another live video in here unless it's a special occasion. Unless it's a special occasion.
Maybe a debate. Maybe a debate. Maybe a debate. Otherwise, I mean, catch us on Instagram, catch us on YouTube, and catch us on TikTok as well. So
yeah. Well, yo, Paul, that was fun. Thank you for the
hell yeah,
question.
brother. Always.
That was fun. Hope y'all enjoyed it. Hope you guys learned a little bit about something about me, about Paul, about us, and something about yourself as well. You know,
Yeah.
it's all about. So thanks again. We love you guys. We appreciate all of you. And I ain't got nothing else unless you do.
Hey, that was the rise and not the fall ever of Mr. BKO himself, y'all. Appreciate y'all for listening, viewing, dropping some comments, talking some shit. Typical. Thank y'all, man. Hey, Bobby, I'll catch you again.
All right, peace out, everybody.
All right, brother. See ya.
Wow, Daddy, that was a nice person.
Things are about to heat up.
Whew.